Hey, and good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski here on the Weather Nerds YouTube channel, doing a little bit of live severe weather coverage here. Hope you can join us as we're looking at some active weather here across East Central Texas, Eastern Texas, under the gun here for this afternoon with severe weather. This has been pretty much as advertised so far for today, but we do have multiple warnings out there. We'll try to keep you up informed of what's going on as first you have these thunderstorms. We just had a new warning that just got issued here. Just came out as we were just coming on here, so we can talk about this for northwestern Brazos and western Madison. It goes until 1:45. This thunderstorm is moving to the east at 35. We do have a couple of warnings in here, and we'll go ahead and dissect this and take a look at what's going on here with the high resolution velocity mode. We'll try to see what's going on. Again, we got a squall line coming in here, and anytime you get a squall line, you can occasionally get the spin ups of severe weather to kind of spin up along there. So we got a couple of them in here. They're going to make these a little bit difficult to track, but you see one down here, and then there's another one up here to the north as well. Going to watch that one. As you see, it's a very gusty, strong gusty wind, 60, 70 mile per hour. Not out of the question on these storms as they continue to move off toward the east. So get ready for some hefty weather. This is going to be going on for a little while here for later this afternoon, as we've got this line that's going to be moving into Louisiana and dumping all of that, some very heavy rains with this as well. So we're going to kind of break everything down for you here as we kind of look at everything. Let's go to look at the overall watch and warning map here. You can kind of see what's going on there.
A new radar-indicated tornado warning has been issued.
So we've got a new radar-indicated tornado warning. I think that's the one we're just looking at here. Let's take a look at that one.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Oh, I got to turn on my desktop here. Got to be able to hear that, folks. Sorry about that. I get my map turned on there. But we got again a couple of areas along that line we're going to watch very closely here for possible tornadoes, and just seeing the swirls here on all of these. Watch as I go ahead and put this into motion for you. Let me go back over to the radar Omega here, and
a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Again, we're getting these swirls up. We got one right here, and you got one down here to the south. It's got a couple of these. Got to watch very closely as that is spinning up there. Got a new warning here.
Warning has been issued.
Where did that one come out? Maybe is that? This is going to. We have to also watch areas in New York too. We got a couple areas we got to watch here. This area here as well is under
this
the gun.
Severe considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
And here it is. This one's actually in Louisiana. All right, let's go over to this one here.
New information. This tornado
switch on over to my
updated.
reflectivity mode here. This one. That's a pretty good looking hailstorm there. Not looking bad. This one goes damage threat considerable. Golf ball size hail, 60 mile per hour winds. This is for Herbierville Parish in Louisiana. So that's a pretty good storm. Hey, good to see you. Rashin, how you doing? Yeah, I decided to do a little weather coverage. I was updating my other channels, which I had to do. Unfortunately, those are my main responsibilities. So I had to do those first before I could get into this one. So, and I know the big boys are on, so we're going to go on we'll try to do a little weather coverage here this afternoon. And you're going to watch this squall line to come together here. Hey, Nate, good to see you there from Western PA. You guys got some weather up there in Eastern Pennsylvania. Got to worry about some severe weather over that way. Watch out for that as well. I need to put this over here on my stream over here so I can keep a watchful eye on it. All righty, let's get this thing going. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure what kind of coverage we're going to get in the middle of the afternoon when people are working and stuff. So, and we'll just kind of play around here a little bit. We'll watch this very closely. There's the storm report so far today. We've had about 18 of them. No tornado reports officially so far. That's the good news there. But this whole system is riding along that, right along the Gulf Coast. It's part of that upper level energy, that low that's kind of kicking out of the New Mexico area, and this is kind of rushing out ahead of it. So we got a few storms we got to watch through here. Let's check out some of these storms. I see we got one of the chasers that are in here. Let's see what he's showing here. Let's see what Vince is. Oh, he doesn't look too bad where he's at right now. And Connor's down in the south. Now, I will say this: the big bullseye for the tornadoes was further south. So, where I was looking at the model there this morning, it was in this general area here where the highest tornado risk was going to be running. So that's probably why the storm chaser's down to the south, even though there's a couple of warnings off to it is north. So what you end up seeing is you get a situation where you might get one of these individual storms out ahead of the line that may pulse up severe, and you get a better chance of seeing seeing an individual supercell, because the supercell thunderstorms are the ones that'll give you the better tornado, the better views than in a squall line. Squall lines are pretty difficult to see. Again, if you guys checking out the channel, again, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Greg. I am the Weather Nerd Extraordinaire here on the Weather Nerds channel. And if you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and please give me a like if you can. Got to get those likes and subscribes going here to help the YouTube algorithm out here a little bit. Been doing a little bit of investigating work here as well. I was trying to do a weather update this morning. Boy, I was just running one problem after another, I tell you. But we'll do a little work right now. Here's the big picture. You can really kind of see what's going on here. We got two low pressure systems. You got this one up here across the northeast, and then you got this one here coming out of the southwest. And both of these are going to be responsible for the severe weather we see across both parts of the country for today. So that is what's driving the train here on this inclement weather. And we're going to see what goes on here this afternoon with these storms here across Texas. Really interested to see how the squall line kind of develops here. Now, obviously, we got a few storms out ahead of the storm. We got a severe there in southern Mississippi. We got another one down here across Louisiana.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
And that's the one over toward Texas. They just updated that one. So we will be watching very closely. Got any questions? Make sure you put them down below. Yeah, I saw that, Nate. Yeah, I'm glad he did. You got to give kudos to Max Boy. He's I wish I knew what his actual name was because I don't. But yeah, he's got a job. He doesn't have to go work for a TV station or go into the West. He's already got one. So kudos to him. He can officially call himself a meteorologist, which is a good thing. So I mean, you got a million followers like that. You don't have to work. He gets enough money coming in out of that channel to support himself very, very easily. And he's probably the only one who could probably give Mr. Hall a little run for his money. Although Hall's got so many people helping him now, it's not even funny. So, hey Duke, good to see you, man. Well, I appreciate the like and the share, Duke. Absolutely, man. Again, I wasn't really planning on going on today. I'll just be honest with you guys. I was having a bit of a down day. I figured, I'm just going to go on here and play a little bit because this actually, believe it or not, actually unstresses me because it's something I like to do and it's fun. So was not having a good morning with my other businesses and stuff. So it's like, let's do some severe weather coverage. That usually makes me feel a little bit better. So that's what I'm here to do, and hopefully keep folks informed and keep folks safe. Like I say, don't expect a whole lot because we're in the middle of a day. It's on a Tuesday. You got your two other guys that are on broadcasting doing their thing, and it is what it is. Was doing some deep investigating work on the tags and stuff on the other channels, doing a little research on stuff to see what I can do to try to improve our look as far as the YouTube algorithm is concerned. So got some things I'm kind of looking into that may help with the live broadcast. So I'm kind of just trying to do my homework a little bit and how we package everything. Because I think from a coverage perspective, I think we do a good job. And I think our products are good. We just got to work on getting that audience. That's the big thing.
New information.
Radar indicated tornado update. Let's go take a look at what's going on with this here. This is this one up here. Let's see which one was updated. It was this one, 113. No, that was that one. Let's see if it's this one here. This one here. Yeah, that one. Okay. May affect till 2:15. This is for Leon County. And tornado and quarter-size hail with this one. This is radar indicated on this one. Let's go take a look at the velocity mode again and look at, boy, you got some very good winds in here. Check that out, man. One of the things I'm going to recommend to Radar Omega when I go over and talk to those guys is I want to be able to change the settings on the display, like for the tornado warning and the eye thing, to be able to adjust the size for broadcast purposes. So it's one of the things I hope that give them some feedback on. But there's some very good gusty winds in here. I really suspect any of these storms along this squall line, they're going to give you 70-mile-per-hour winds, like Buffalo, Centerville. I'm surprised Vince is, hey, now he's in some good soup there. Now you can see what he's looking at. And he's getting some good stuff in there right now. And let's see what he's out ahead of us. Okay, these guys are using their camera, so we're not going to worry about them. There's Connor, old time. We'll check on all these guys. Looks like they're going to get a bit of a break, I think, next week as far as the severe weather is concerned. Once this stuff clears on out, I think tomorrow's looking a little bit better. This is probably the last decent chase day these guys are getting for a while. Hey, Laurel, Central Texas Thunder, good to see you. How are you doing, Laurel? Appreciate you checking in. Yeah, it looks like East Texas is getting the most of it right now. I tell you, these rainfall totals that we're seeing coming out of Louisiana on the high-resolution model were very impressive, upwards of 8 inches of rain. down near Lafayette, Baton Rouge, that area could see some serious flooding here in the days ahead with that coming on. There's the kind of the overview there. I don't know if I'm going to use that too much, that zoom. We're still working on it. So that's a work in progress. Got a new warning. Here we go.
Thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Well, this is a new tornado warning here. This is a severe thunderstorm. This is a new tornado warning here. New tornado warning for southeastern Henderson and north central Anderson. Goes till 2 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was near Frankton, and this is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So we got another tornado warning. This one clearly looks like it's rain wrapped on this one for sure. Oh yeah, we got something spinning around in there. Absolutely. You see it kind of open up right there, right there. Coming into Berryville right now. Got a tornado, looks like it's starting to spin up in there. Hey, Edith Roberts, good to see you. How are you doing? Again, welcome checking out the broadcast today. I decided to get on here and do some work. I was updating my channels, my local channels in Georgia, and then I knew all this was going on. I said, you know what? I need to de-stress. And this is my way to de-stress a little bit. Although it's interesting, I start broadcasting, I lose a subscriber. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go take a look at this. Damage threat considerable. This is 1 inch, 70 mile per hour winds. Possible tornado. Obviously, this is the one out ahead of that cell. This is for southern Smith County and northwestern Cherokee. Goes till 2:45. Severe thunderstorm was located on a line extending from Brownsboro to Montepalo, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So again, that's part of that main cell. We already got some pretty good rains. It's getting up near Tyler, Texas, so hopefully folks are taking shelter in that area. Again, what we're looking at here, folks, is, again, you got a pretty decent squall line here, all up and down here. Oh, this is pretty good, actually. Let me go over to the wall real quick. Let me see if I get my wall up here. And let me get this set for y'all real quick, because I didn't drag my wall over here real quick. Most part, typically with a squall line, and they don't tend to last very long. So, again, we'll watch this, but they can also spin up. You'll see a storm that'll pulse up, drop something, drop back down. That's what we're going to watch all up and down that line. And this is going to moving into where we got that tornado watch goes until 4 o'clock. And then eventually we'll go into Louisiana going in toward tonight. So we will see how this thing evolves. The models were looking pretty robust with it as far as the case. Right now we got 4 different tornado warnings and they're all associated with that one line. You can clearly see all of them in there with that one line right now. Now, I know the chase looks like they're in a really good position to kind of spot anything right now. Looks like they're updating the watch box here a little bit. So I do have, let me go ahead and turn this on. I did not turn this on, so I'm going to go ahead and update this real quick. So stand by real quick. I put the overlays on. I like to keep track of the watches as they, trim these away. So there you see the watch boxes.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So we've got all these boxes in here are all your tornado watches right now. So that goes till 4 o'clock. So as these storms go by, they'll trim away these counties on the back end of these. And don't worry, we'll have some new watches. They're going to come out in Louisiana as well. We're tracking Louisiana. And we got the severe thunderstorm watch north of there. It's not unusual, especially with a warm front boundary, to get spin ups along the boundary. I've seen that multiple times in the past. Let's go back to Radar Omega here. Put this back into motion. Yeah, Edith, I'm doing well. I appreciate that. And I'm losing. Boy, I come on to do a broadcast and I lose subscribers. I wonder why. That's weird. I would have thought it would go the other way, not lose a couple folks. That's kind of weird. I guess I'm not living up to people's expectations. Weird. Very weird. when you do a live broadcast, you think you'd be like adding subscribers to your channel, right? It's like, you're not Ryan Hall. He's the Godfather. So we got a new warning. Yeah, I'll F it. I don't care today, man. Let's see where we got that warning. We got a new warning here. This is up New York. Let's go to New York. Let's go take a look up there. And we're getting some storms up here. This one is for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for west central Broome, southern Toga, and northeastern Bradford. Goes till 3:15. All right, this storm's moving north at 35.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And I heard another warning. Where's the other one at? Don't see where the other one came out. Oh, there it is.
Radar indicated tornado.
Yeah, this is up near Tyler, Texas. They just updated this one. We'll switch over to this radar here. Let's use the Shreveport one. Here we go. All right, so this one is radar indicated. This is for southern Smith, northwestern Cherokee. Goes till 2:15. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is near Berryville and moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Again, all along that boundary. And I hate this. The line is in a weird, awkward place right now. It's kind of falling between two radars right now. You know, I also got to consider the possibility that this could be also YouTube's way of telling me, hey, dude, you don't broadcast when the big guys are on, and we're not going to support you anyway. So here you go. I don't care. I'm not, like I said, I'm actually on here to kind of de-stress a little bit. And this is something that I do like to do. Hey, G, bro, how's it going, man? No, they have access to every single one of them. They can move around and they can look at just as I do. They can look at their different radars within reach. It used to not be like way you go back years ago. It was not like that, but absolutely. EJX. All right, so this is for northwestern Houston County. Goes till 2 o'clock. So when we go back to velocity mode, we really got to pay attention to what's going on in that squall line here. Let me switch radars. I'm going to switch over to this one. This one looks like it's got the better look. And see what Vince is seeing. He's in the rain shield right now. Not a good place. Well, that's good. I appreciate you, Edith. I do. You know, he's got more than enough followers to follow him and stuff. I've been trying to do some research to see how I can better package our stuff for YouTube algorithm to kind of like us right now. So when I started this broadcast, I've not got the new stuff on there yet. We're going to work on it. You know, I know it's all thumbnail and how you package your stuff.
Warning has been updated.
But we'll get there eventually.
New information. This flash
So we got
a
lot of warnings all on that same line, man. This is some scary stuff in here. But right around here, you're getting 60, 70 mile per hour winds all along that boundary. I can see the spin up here near Tyler, Texas. No problem, G bro. Thank you, man. Not a problem. Yeah, this line will get a little bit better as it gets closer to the Shreveport radar. It is falling in between right now. So we gotta, when they fall between the radars, they make it a little more difficult. I think it's closer to this one. So I'm gonna stay to this one right here. Yeah, we'll keep chugging along. I know when the best time to do these are. I really do. Like if I really wanted to try to do this, if I'd come on, say about 11 o'clock and come on before Ryan had started broadcasting, the other one, that would probably help a little bit better. But I was kind of busy doing some other stuff, unfortunately, and couldn't get on here earlier. Hey, that's good. Glad to see the sun's come out there in western Pennsylvania. Although that dingum upper low, man, I tell you, that thing's got to kick on out of here. I'm tired of it. Oh, he's stuck in a train to stop there. Seeing what Connor was looking at. I'm sure if the other big guys were to even look at this channel, they probably look at it and laugh. It's like, who does this clown think he is? It's like, I don't know. I honestly don't. I think I'm still suffering from Facebook disease right now. I think I just crossed 7,000 on my North Georgia page, and I'm sitting there going, man, but dude, you had 35,000. You should be knocking on 50 right now. And it just set me back so bad. And the reason why that's important, guys, is because if I can get that North Georgia one going to where I want it to go, and I'm able to get the sponsors and advertisers, things that I want to do with that channel, I can really improve the look on this overall product for the YouTube channel too. So that's why it's important to me. Yeah, that's coming. Yeah, we got a bit of a break coming. And that's some good news there. I really gives me a chance to work on my dailies that I need to work on. I do like my new format. It's kind of it's simple a little bit, kind of streamlined a little bit of what the other guys are doing a little bit. With my own spin, obviously. I do a little bit different on a few things. Looks like they trimmed away some more counties. Let's take a look here. Yep, they trimmed away a few more counties here on the back part of that squall line in Texas. So we'll see how that transgressions here.
New information. This flash flood warning has been
they're going to be updated. These warnings all through here, through Louisiana. That's going to be Texas, Louisiana. See all that flash flood warning. See all that deep burgundy color. All of that is all that flood warning going on behind that main line. I'm actually looking forward to the hurricane season this year. Looking to see what we can do. I really like my display for hurricane season. So
new information.
That's Leon, Texas.
Warning has been updated.
Updated here. Not that one. This one. Let's see which one they updated here. That's Houston. This is Leon here. That's Leon here. Okay, there we go. See if they indicate anything new. Tornado core size hail. Actually, let's look at the hail. I haven't looked at the hail. Let's go ahead and see what kind of hail we got in that squall line. And we got little hailers in there, a little bit. Not too bad, but you're seeing the little hailers in here. I was not expecting huge hail with this, but you're going to have a little bit. Again, appreciate y'all checking out the channel. Make sure you hit that like button if you can, and hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed, and help us out there as we're kind of chugging along here this afternoon. Got to do the normal stuff here. I'll give you guys an idea. When we were doing a live coverage the other night for North Georgia, and the other guys had shut off, and we were doing the late coverage, I think we had like 60 new subscribers to the channel during that time period. So it can be done. It can be done. You just got to pick your battles. Got to pick your times. Got to be selective. Today I'm doing this because I needed to do it. I just needed to do it today. I didn't care what the other guys were doing. All right, let's look at the velocity on here. Let's check some of this stuff out here. Let's see what kind of spin we got going on here. A little spin there on that one. Let's see what Vince is seeing. Vince is still stuck in the soup, man. He's in there bad. Got a new warning. Let's see what this one's at. Is it up New York or is it down south? What we got? We got. That's right around that squall line. Okay, we got multiple ones in here. Got 2 severe thunderstorm warning updates here. So let's do this one first. This one is for eastern Freestone, Leon County, Anderson County. Goes until 2:30. Severe thunderstorm is located along the line extending from Fairfield Lake to Buffalo to Fort Bogey State, moving east at 50. And then we got this other one up here. This one's up here near Louisiana. Northwestern Caddo Parish, West Central Bosser Parish, Eastern Marion Parish, and Eastern Harrison goes till 2:15. Storm's moving northeast at 40. Yeah, that's what you got to do. You just gotta have to pick. I will tell you the only one I'm not worried about the hurricane coverage per se to go up against them against hurricane coverage, because during hurricane coverage, because I'm in the southeast and will have a pretty good established 2 different Facebook channels that I can drive people to. Now I'm not worried about getting an audience for hurricane coverage. We've been able to hold our own and be successful during those. For severe weather, it's definitely kind of hit and miss, and you just got to take it as it comes along. All right, so looks like they're adjusting that tornado watch some. Let me look at something here. Let me go in a little bit closer.
A new
There we go.
thunderstorm warning
Yeah, they
has
just
been
added
issued.
a bunch of tornado watches here to, we'll go a little bit closer here, into Louisiana now. So these go until 9 o'clock tonight Central Time. So you see here they added a lot, big piece of Louisiana now has been added to the the tornado watch now. So as these storms can continue to move from west to east, they'll continue to trim away those counties. But right now they're taking it into Louisiana. I don't think it's going to be that late, but we'll see. But as these storms are kind of riding north of the warm front boundary. So we got new tornado watches now up for a lot of Louisiana now.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So we got 5 tornado warnings and 11 severe thunderstorms.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Oh no! Don't play Helium Boy on me. And sometimes it does that. Yeah.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning.
Never quite figured out why our alert system does that sometimes. Hasn't done it in a while. Sounds like they're sucking on helium. I'm on the Shreveport. Let me go back to velocity mode here. Yeah, I can't see very well in there. Not see anything that really pronounced. Nothing that stands out to me. There was 2 tornado warnings, I think, or 2 tornadoes that was yesterday. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It doesn't do it all the time, but occasionally it does. It just speeds up. Yeah, line's popping. You're definitely right about that, Edith. Absolutely. And there's all the new watches that have been issued in Louisiana. Yep. So all the Weather Service offices are now relaying and updating their tornado watch boxes up here for that area. But the good news is once we get through this stuff today, tomorrow is only a marginal risk down along the Texas Gulf Coast, so that's not going to be looking too bad. And then day 3 isn't showing much of anything. So there you see the one for slight risk for tomorrow. I'll watch and see how that one goes to see what time that may start to pop. And it looks like the tornado risk day 2 is down along the Gulf Coast. So water spout city for those storms there. All right, got a couple of these tornado watches warnings that dropped off. Got a new warning here. Where's this one at? This one is in Louisiana. Let's go check this one out, shall we? Let's move over to this radar here. Oh, that's a healthy looking cell. Very nice. Ping pong size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is south central West Baton Rouge and southeastern Iberville. Severe thunderstorm was located over Bayou Sorrel and moving northeast at 15. This goes till 2:30 Central Daylight Time. Of course, we still got the warnings back here we got to watch. I'm watching these 3 tornado warnings here. Again, nothing that looks like imminent on the radar, at least so far. Take my glasses off here real quick. And my daughter just texted me real quick. Let me see what she's eating here. Come on, what's up with WhatsApp? Come on. Chats, there we go. Oh, there goes. I thought she was texting me. She was texting my daughter. All righty then.
Well, we're about to sample it.
Yeah, all these guys, you're getting toward the tail end of their season. They're going to be waiting for that hurricane season to get cranking there for too long. These same chasers will go out and chase those hurricanes. Sometime today, I got to get out in my backyard and cut the grass. Well, they're going to have some rough weather. They're over in Louisiana, that's for sure. I've seen some of that. I appreciate that, Edith. Lufkin, Texas. Yeah, I'm really the bullseye was showing up right in here as far as the tornado risk, and it was coming in about now 3-4 o'clock. That's when things are starting to get hot and heavy in there. We got 10 likes so far. Yay for our 33 views. Hit that like button, guys. Let's see if this is updating here. It should be. Yeah, there it goes. All right, there you go. Now you can see all the watches there in Louisiana. I haven't tried this before. Let me see. I've never tried to see if how this looks as far as if I switch it to that region. So let me try this real quick. I just want to see what it looks like. I've got it set for, obviously, for the yeah, that works pretty good. That'll work. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to put it right there. You kind of closer perspective on the watches that are sitting right in that area. All right, go back over here. Yeah, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, why don't you do that too? Let's shoot port one up again. Kind of surprised we're getting spun up that far north, because the high resolution model wasn't kicking anything up quite that far north. That's a little bit further north than what I was thinking. And let me look here at we'll look at the severe weather parameter. Hold on one second. I'll take this. Yeah, it's close.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Let's take a look at that. Where are we at? I heard the new warning. Where did it come out? Yeah, there it is. Down south. Here it is. Big one. Right along that squall line. And this is for northeastern Brazos, Houston County, Madison County, and northwestern Walker. Goes until 2:30. Severe thunderstorm was located on a line extending from 15 miles southwest of Eckhart to near Fort Bogey, moving east at 35. So that's part of that squall line, at least the tail end, Charlie, of it. I'm still thinking we're going to get some more stuff down here. That's what I'm watching. And if you look here at the model data right here, check this out. You see, this is the significant tornado parameter. This is the model data here, indicating where the best tornado is. So this is
tornado warning has been updated.
So you can kind of see, like right now we're at 3 o'clock. So right about there, you can see we've got 2.7, 3. So it's kind of in the middle of the scale over here. So it's actually looked a little higher earlier when I looked at the morning run, but it's still pretty decent. So what the significant tornado parameter does is it looks at availability of CAPE, what kind of helicity, kind of looks at all the different ingredients and kind of spells it out in a way to kind of see where the best tornadoes are going to shape up to form. And that's where the chasers are, obviously. But these have been actually firing up a little bit further north than what the model data is indicating, just a little. Yeah, tomorrow what I'm planning to do to push us over 7,000, tomorrow when I do my normal, I did make $100 last month with YouTube. So what I will probably do is with my video update in the morning, I will go and put an ad buy on it for new subscribers. I should be able to get the 56 to get us over to the 7,000 mark in the next day or so. So it's like, YouTube, you got to give me a little money. I will give it right back to you. I've got another severe thunderstorm warning. This was up in Arkansas here. So this is for northwestern Little River, north central Hampstead, Sevier County, and Howard County in Arkansas. Goes until 2:30. Storm was located near Horatio, moving northeast at 40. So some pretty good storm cells up there coming into Arkansas as well. Those are the two hot zones we're watching today. And you can see that right there. Let me put this on day one here. So again, you can see the two hot zones we're watching. We're watching the areas there in New York and up there. This is going to fire kind of later, but this is everything that's kind of firing down here right now. But that is our target zone right there. And obviously the tornado risk is running pretty decent. Thus, we got a few of those warnings in there right now. And the wind threat, which of course is a little higher, right in that same zone. That's a pretty depressive squall line, so we're probably going to see some of that. Baba baby. Do, 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 do. Oh, what we got here? Got somebody just texted me. Let me check this out real quick. Okay, she's just acknowledging something I sent earlier. And that's for tomorrow. Good. Okay. Double checking that. Can't hurt. New mesoscale discussion. Thanks, Nate. Let me take a look real quick. Probably for stuff going, what they just talked about here. And is that the one up in New York you're talking about? I think that's up there. That's severe thunderstorm watch up there in New York. And they already put the tornado watch out. So that's the discussion. That's for up there in New York. They're going to be putting up a severe thunderstorm watch up there, which is about what I expected. 1 inch hail. Yep, that's not bad. So that's what that's coming up for. Yep, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Yep, that's what I looked at. And already, I'm kind of surprised they haven't done it already. I mean, look at they already got a few warnings up this way. Why would they not have put up a watch box already? You think they would have done that in advance? That's what I would have done, but you know. And I tell you another thing that's been driving me crazy is now, you know, the Weather Service. A lot of meteorologists are all nervous about what's going to happen with with some of the downsizing and stuff in the government. And I remember back in the mid '90s when we probably had a third more weather offices than we have right now, and there was almost the exact same thing I'm hearing now. I heard back then, and you know. I think the technology is getting to the point where I think they could fine tune and
New
strengthen some
information.
things.
This tornado warning
Got
has
a new
been
warning
updated.
here, or updated warning here. Let's see what this is for Leon County again. Yep, just came out. It's located near Lona. Let's look at the velocity on this one again. Check it out. Again, it's falling between the radars. Got to switch over to this one. Well, I can't see very well in here. I do not see. Let's go storm relative velocity, see if that looks any better. Nope, I see a little something down here, but nothing up in this one. I'm not even sure why that one's even out. It's like near Centerville, to the right of there, Centerville. And we got vents in that area. Of course, you get that rain wrap stuff, heavy rain. Let's see if he can see out
So
here.
I'm just trying to get myself a little bit of ground away from this line.
Not the best chase day, that's for sure, visibility-wise, as far as being able to see. And obviously, this is not West Texas. West Texas is, of course, a whole lot easier than East Texas. You got a lot more trees. Your visibility is not as good in this area. We actually had a tornado near my place over on last Friday. There was never official warning out on it. It was actually formed as basically a lake spout or a water spout, and then it came on. It was an EF1 in Gainesville. That was a very unique situation. It was far enough from the radar where the Peachtree City radar could not see it, and there was a lot of ample views on it. But yeah, we had EF1 the other day. See if Connor's showing anything down here. No, just some cloudy. See how cloudy it is out ahead of that squall line? It's already it's just going to get dark, and it's going to kind of sneak up on you a little bit. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5. We're kind of in this whole area here, and 3 tornado warnings, all in Texas right now. Do 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 do. 10 likes. Might make a quarter on this today. Hey, let me go to the restroom real quick. You guys hold on 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. I need to go, and I need to grab me another drink because I got to keep the vocal cords ready to go. So just stand by here for a second. I'll be right back.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
I was back. Sorry about that. Nature calls a little bit. Got me a new drink. Keep the vocals ready. All right. Yeah, my only concern for this upcoming hurricane season is going to be when I'm not going to be available. September 12th through the 21st. During that window, I'm going to be out of the loop, unfortunately. My wife and I are going on an Alaskan cruise. That was the only window for my wife to be able to take. It'll be fun. We've already got the trip planned and everything, so it should be plenty of fun. But I'm a little nervous about, peak of hurricane season is right around the September 10th. So I hope nothing bad comes on. We'll see. I'll go back up to New York here. I want to check these storms up here one more time. See how these things are behaving up here. They don't look too bad.
New information. This flash flood warning has been updated.
Oh, our helium guy's back.
New information. This flash flood warning has been updated.
I was going to say, that's not me doing it on purpose. Yeah, it's something we've only wanted to do. Either we wanted to go on this Alaskan cruise. I grew up in Alaska as a kid, so. Hey, Barb, yeah, this is the same system coming toward us in Georgia, but it's not going to be nowhere near on this scale. Nothing like that. We're going to get some rain, and it's going to linger for a while because this upper feature, there's another upper low that's going to form out in the Gulf and kind of linger this rain. Chances across the southeast for about a week, and then it'll dry out after that. Oop, turn that down.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So far, so good. Oh, one thing I have not done yet. I still need to add my dang Twitter feed to this thing. I got to get the X feed in here as well. It really comes in handy to track stuff, so I've really got to add that. Oh, I made sure I paid a lecture. I wanted to make sure that I had the actual balcony. I definitely wanted the balcony. My wife just texted me. Let's see what she's going on here. Oh, my ding. Let me tell you a little story about my wife. She is, we've got a Jack Russell. He's about 13 years old. And And of course, I work from home, been retired, been here. So that dog is kind of locked on to me now and does not lock onto my wife as it used to. So she's now wanting to get another dog. I'm like, well, honey, if you're not home and I'm here all the time, all that other dog's going to do is lock onto me again. So why get another dog? I take the dog for his rides. I take him, give him his cheese. He's, I don't know. She's looking at Boston Terriers. I'm like, we're not getting a Boston Terrier right now. I'm really surprised this stuff down on the southern part of this line has not gone severe yet. This stuff near College Station is looking pretty decent. Yeah, see, even the winds are starting to show up a little bit. That would not shock me to see a new warning come down here near College Station and over near Caldwell. Would not shock me. I think we're flirting with it.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
That's up in Pennsylvania. Up in the PA area. Yeah, the only thing that's going to fix that little problem is if I shut down and reboot, and we ain't doing that. So, just the way it goes. Let's see if they're getting out of the loop. Ah, now they're starting to. Oh, look at the Mamadas. That's nice. There you go. Get ahead of that main cloud. Check out that Mamadas, my friends. That looks nice. That shows you how convective those clouds are. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to see some of that, but that looks a whole lot better. That is head of that squall line. Let's see if he's
Rocket here.
still
Yeah,
right
copy
here.
that.
You think so?
Parallel to it.
We're
That
still
don't look
20
as good as
minutes
what
from
Vince had. Vince had a nice look there. We're down to one warning now, so the only one's up here now is up to the north. One active warning. This is for southeastern Smith and north central Cherokee. Odessa, Midland. I think that's gone by there now. But they think they're fine. Yeah, they're out there. They're Midland's out way out here to the west. They're okay. This is Midland out here, so they're okay. This is over in East Texas, so they're fine. Tell you, Midland's area that's been hammered here in recent weeks. They've had throughout where they've had the 5-inch hail events and stuff. There's our new severe thunderstorm warning here along that line. Let's go ahead and update this real quick. This is damage threat considerable, 70-mile-per-hour winds. And this is for southwestern Rusk, northwestern boy, that's a good Rocco Gouges, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Cherokee County in Texas goes till 3 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from 11 miles southwest of Reese and moving east at 45. So that's moving into here. That's going to get, there's Naco. I'm not even how to pronounce that, but there's that place right there that I can't pronounce. Naco Douches? Naco Douches? I guess that's what that's called. Not very good at pronouncing that kind of stuff. It's north of Lufkin. Connor's camera still don't look very good there. Yeah, I figured I'd do a couple hours of coverage here for today. Then I got to cut the grass. I've got to get my grass cut in my yard before the rain, because it's supposed to rain up my way tomorrow, and then we got a chance to rain just about every day going into next week. So this is probably the only chance I'm going to get to cut the grass. Of course, the wife's going, "Where's dinner?" I'm like, "Well, whatever you want to go out and eat, because I'm not cooking." Not cooking today. Not in the mood. Let's see. We'll go back up here, and I wonder if they've done that watch box yet. Let me see here. I have to pull back out again, though. Let me do that real quick, because we got to watch. Yeah, they're trimming away those boxes a little bit. So let me pull back out here one more time. Yep, there it is. Yep, there's the other watch. So the other watch box goes
A new
till
considerable destructive
8
thunderstorm
o'clock.
warning has been issued.
So we got 2 areas here. Let's see if I can click one more. Will that be big enough?
A new flash flood warning
Nope,
has been
I
issued.
stay all the way out. I thought I could make it fit, but not quite. So there's our zones. We got severe thunderstorm watch up here, and then we got our tornado watches and stuff down here. So those are our 2 target zones today. Got a new warning, so let's go check it out. Go back to radar mega here. And there's our new warning. Out ahead of what that tornado watch was. This is getting toward the Longview area now. Damage to a considerable 1-inch hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds. This is for southeastern Smith, western Harrison, northwestern Panola, northern Rusk, Gregg County, and north central Cherokee. Goes till 3 o'clock. Storm's moving east at 50 miles per hour. And we're going to get a few of those here. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay on until about, I think, 5 o'clock. And then go out and cut the grass. All righty then. I probably need to switch this over. Let me see if I can switch this back over to my lightning one. I love this feature on the GOES update they did here. You can kind of get an idea of the lightning and stuff. Allow me to kind of also see what's going on with the storm up here. Kind of watching the lightning up here in Pennsylvania start to increase. And you got this very healthy squall line down here to the south.
A new considerable destructive thunderstorm warning
That's the
has
one
been
we
issued.
just did on that one.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
Flash flood warning, no! Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Let's see what the winds are doing up here on the northern part of that line. Let's see what they look like here. It still don't look that bad. Nope. And you got to get their severe in right now. Like I said, we got a bit of a break coming. April was a pretty busy month. I was so mad this morning. I was recording I was going to do a video update one to do the promotion on, and I got about halfway through it, and my microphone died on me. In fact, probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and swap out mics now. Let me do that now. Put the other microphone down in there. There we go. It's like, how can you make this stuff entertaining? I don't know.
If you guys have not already
Look at that. That's nice. There you go.
Ahead and
That's
do
a nice
so.
shot.
We really appreciate it.
That's it. That's nice. Whole cloud there. Very nice. How much we got? I mean, we got 8 minutes left of that tornado warning. I can't see anything in there, so I think we're pretty much done with that one. Palestine, Texas. Worst is over. Once this line goes by, west east is going to get a little better. It's one of my favorite cameras out of Louisiana because you got a good shot. I think they moved that camera up. That camera was pointing down last time I remember looking at it, and I couldn't see much of the skyline. But I can see that now. That's looking a lot better. That's down in Louisiana. Just kind of scanning around here. Don't see anything here that blows my mind just yet. I'm going to go see a good buddy of mine, Gene Norman. He was a meteorologist in Houston, Texas for a while. He lives in the Atlanta area. Worked for him at
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
GCL at CBS 46 here in Atlanta back in 2005 or so, up to 2007. And we're not going to go have lunch and discuss some things. The big thing I really want to do for hurricane season is that when we get into wall motive, I know there's a day, I want to have somebody to be there with me. I want to have more than one person. I know a few retired meteorologists, myself, who I can set up, put them up there. We can sit there and talk about different things. That's what I want to do this year. That way, if I need to go somewhere, then somebody can take a look at that. And yeah, day three looks a whole lot better. Although the way the damn storm prediction center's been going from run to run, they may up until somebody get a marginal somewhere. Who knows? But we shall see. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do here. I've got some people. I'll be honest. I love to if I can get Dr. Lyons, Steve Lyons. He's retired in Texas. He was the hurricane expert out there. I'd love to get him for an interview, maybe for a pre-hurricane season talk. And boy, if I could get him in for some coverage, even if it's just for an hour or two, that would be really nice. So, but unfortunately, he's on Facebook, but not very often, and I don't know if he knows how to check his messages. So, and then there's Tom Moore. He's another Weather Channel alumni. He lives here in the Atlanta area. He's another guy I'd like to bring in for possible coverage.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
And so I've got a couple of folks I want to reach out to. I'm going to do a hurricane preview here, a thing I'm planning on doing. I'll probably do a recorded version of it with me and another meteorologist who's got a very nice setup in his studio. So bringing him in to do a crosstalk to talk hurricane season will be pretty good. So look for that. We're going to post that, before hurricane season. I probably post it like on the 31st or something like that. I'm going to bring him in. We'll review last year's hurricanes, and then we'll talk about what we expect for this hurricane and some of the things that we'll be looking for. It's a short 10-15 minute chat. Got a new warning here. Let's see what we got here. This is up New York. All right, let's go up to New York. We do have the watch box up here now. This is let's switch over to this radar here. That's a pretty nasty cell to the south. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is Tioga, southeastern Tompkins, and north central Bradford. Goes till 4 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm was located near Toccoa Center and near Owogo, moving north at 30. So we got a pretty good cell there in southern New York, coming out of Pennsylvania and going into New York. So that area right in here, we'll continue to see warnings here continue throughout the afternoon. The main risk is still down here toward Texas, obviously, although this line does not looking too terribly bad so far. It's going to produce some 60, 70-mile-per-hour winds along it, and the possibility of individual tornadoes. Now, what we got to watch for is when you get a situation like this, you start getting this stuff that's developing out ahead of the line and how it interacts, because sometimes you'll get the spin-ups to happen in those locations when you get that kind of activity to form. Right now, the squall line's kind of breaking in between a few of the different radar sites, so I have to bounce around here a little bit.
A new severe thunderstorm warning.
That's the warning we just did. Vince had some very good look at the squall line earlier. Now he's stopped for the moment, so we'll see. We'll come back to him here a little bit. See what Connor's shift looks like here. Not bad. Not bad so far. Hey, Tyler. Hey, don't worry about it, Tyler. We're not worried about that today. No, we can't. We cannot do anything. Right now, I'm doing this because I was not having a great day. And I was a little aggravated this morning. And I wanted to come on here and do a little weather coverage because it's fun and I enjoyed doing it. So we're not worried about trying to go to channel too much today. It's kind of hard when the two big channels are going. So we will do it another. We will do that another day.
This flash flood warning has been updated.
Get this thing going in here. Yeah, the only regret I'll always have is the fact that I could have done this in 2018. I could have got a real huge jump. God knows where I'd be right now if I'd done that. But coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, don't get you nothing. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. My grandma used to say that. Ah. Yeah, I hope so. It'll get better. I got to do some yard work here a little bit, enjoy a little sunshine. I was gonna stay on until about 5 today. I want to see how this line it kind of evolves. And see how things improve. I got this new. Is this a new camera? They got this new camera out here. No, it's still not broadcasting. I see they got a new camera here in Dallas, but I don't think it's broadcasting just yet. My buddy Dan, he's a radio guy over in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He's probably was doing a lot of coverage earlier today, but this is kind of improved for them right now. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. No, I bring that up because I was doing some hurricane coverage for Hurricane Michael's landfall in 2018. Had some success with that on my local level, and I was getting ready to set up something to do a YouTube channel though, because at that time in 2018 there wasn't a whole lot of stuff out there, and then I was just kind of getting into it a little bit, not really to where I'm at now, obviously, but I got pulled into military service. I had some stuff I had to do with the military, so I get a chance to do it. And then, Mr. Hall came along in about, 21, roughly, and that's when his stuff took off, and he was covering, I forget what hurricane it was, but there was one in particular, and he was able to get like a lot of subscribers right out the gate, and the ground started running for him. Northwestern Webster Parish, Northern Bossier Parish goes until 2:45. Severe thunderstorm was located near Benton, moving northeast at 40.
New information. This severe thunderstorm.
So when I launched this channel in October of 24, no, not 24, 23, I caught the tail end of the growth period. I had some initial success out initially, and then when that came on, that was in tail end of 23. I was having some success, and then I just hit the wall, and it's been a fight ever since. And Nate, he came along in 22. Like I said, you could sit there and talk about how you don't like this or that or the other. You got to compliment the kid, man. Kid's got his future set, and he ain't got to worry about working for the man. He ain't got to worry about working for no news director. You don't have to go through the crap that I went through as a young broadcaster, to being told what you can say, what you can't say. God bless him. The kid's got a bright future. He's going to be doing his own thing for a while. And maybe I should just go ahead and start tag teaming with him. I won't do that.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So he's got some good stuff going on there. The only problem I hate for Ryan is that, boy, he has gotten a lot in weather circles, and I'm not talking for anybody specifically. He's taken a lot of heat rounds from a lot of different people in the broadcast business, and I think a lot of that is some of it's probably jealousy, I think, to some degree, but some of it is some of the tactics and stuff that he does with some of the things that are, people don't care for all that much, but you don't get to that level of success and be an idiot. And so, that's definitely not him. So, but he's got the resources and stuff, but he's definitely been cutting into the individual local markets. So the local broadcasters have started paying attention. More local stations are starting to broadcast their YouTube channel stuff out there for their individual coverage. So we're seeing a lot more of that take place. But again, they missed the boat, and they can probably compete at the local level to some degree. But they'll never get the numbers that Hall got. There's only one guy I know of, if he really wanted to do it, to take him on, could do it, and that would be Span out of Northern Alabama. If y'all know who that guy is, he's got a tremendous number of Facebook followers and stuff like that. If he was to go and do a honest to God YouTube launch with the tools and the name recognition and the stuff that he's got, he would be the one guy. I think if he wanted to say, I'm going after Mr. Hall and I'm going to make it happen, he could do it. He's the only one I know of out there who's got a pretty strong enough outside of just the southeast falling, who could say if he wanted to go after Mr. Hall's product, he could do it. But I don't think he cares. Don't think he cares too much. You know, the chasers are down here. I know why they're down here, because this is exactly where the ding tornado parameters were the highest, was in this area. And it doesn't look, I hate that hazy sunshine. Can't see very well out there with that. But this is where that highest tornado parameters were sitting. So they're checking the tail end of that line to see if something goes. That's also where the warm section, where the warm front's cutting through there too. Let's see how this stuff works out here. Yeah, my buddy was saying I should have been on Saturday night covering the severe weather in Georgia. Unfortunately, Saturday was my wedding anniversary, so I said, yeah, I didn't want to get the wife mad at me, so I decided not to do the coverage. Although it turned out the severe weather that came through Georgia on Sunday was actually more robust than what came through Saturday. We thought Saturday was going to be bad, but our Saturday night was actually a little worse. So it was definitely a little bit busy there. Hey, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so if you can. And please make sure you give me a thumbs up there. That kind of helps the algorithm a little bit. We're kind of watching this squall line in Texas, and we're also watching the stuff up in New York too. Those are the two hot zones here for potential severe weather for today. Yeah, James Spann is up in his age. Like I said, I think he's a little over that. But I'm telling you, if James Spann decided, you know what, I'm going to launch a YouTube channel, I'm going to bring over my Facebook stuff, and if he was going to go after Ryan Hall, I think he could do it. I mean, I think he's got the tools, the resources, the people. If he wanted to do it, he could do it. And I've heard some rumblings that he might be thinking that. I don't know if categorically if that'll happen yet or not. I've heard some rumors and some stuff out there that's something that he's looking into. I think what would help Ryan out a lot is to finish school. I know he didn't finish it, and maybe he thinks he doesn't need it. But I think as far as near peers and stuff like that, like I said, Max Velocity, Max, he's got it. He's got his degree now. He's a degree meteorologist, so he can call himself meteorologist all day long. Ryan never finished school. He's he considers himself quote unquote weather analyst, and I think it would help him credentially wise. He may not care. I don't know him personally, but I would recommend to go to school, finish up your school, get your credentials, and I think that would lay some of the heat off from others in the business. You know, I really believe a lot of those in the business who have the problems just hate the fact that he's got all this freedom. And if you're working at an individual TV station, and believe me, I've worked in them before, big market, small market, medium market, you don't have that same level of freedom because you are always going to be tied to that weather, that focus group, or what a specialist says you can and cannot say. They don't have that level of freedom. So I think there's a little bit of that going on too. I have the same freedom and I like it. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go in here and check this one out. This one is for 3/4 inch 60-mile-per-hour winds. Central Trinity, Houston County, northeastern Walker goes till 245. Severe thunderstorm was located along the line extending from 8 miles west of Morel, and this is moving east at 40 miles per hour. It's a pretty good sizable box, and we got storm running in that area. See the convective nature of those clouds too. He's kind of under the shelf cloud right there.
Opened the trash bag.
You can see very well there, but he's on the tail end of that line. Let me see if I can switch to the radar here. He's, like I said, he's falling in between. Let's try this one down here. There we go. So, yeah, I still think we're going to get some more warnings down here. This line still looks pretty healthy to me. I think we're going to get some more down in here. I think that is coming. At least we don't have any tornado warnings out there right now.
A new severe thunderstorm
All tornado
warning
warnings
has
have
been
now
issued.
been expired out. And we'll see if what the high resolution model was saying as far as tornado activity looked like it was spiking here around about 4 o'clock, about right about now. So getting pretty close here. Right in this general vicinity is where the tornado spike was coming on. Like I said, it was much higher this morning than what it was showing on the last run. You guys got any weather-related questions, just drop it down in the chat. And if you got something you'd like to see, just let me know. This is y'all's channel, too. We got a report up here. What we got here? Report multiple trees down at Farm Road, FM. I'm not sure what FM in Texas is, but that's 344. So we got some wind damage up here. See a couple of these hail reports from earlier storms. $half size hail, 1-inch hail. Hey, Tasha. What about the 10? Which I don't understand the question. What about the 10? Help me out there. What you asking? What about the 10? I don't know. Got a question, Tasha? I can help you out. Not sure what you were asking there. What about the 10? I don't know. I do not know. Somebody show me how to pronounce that. Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches. I guess that's how I pronounce that. Oh, 510. Oh, you were asking about the 10th? Oh, hey, that's right. You were asking about the 10th earlier. Where specifically? You asked about Georgia? It's your oldest birthday. My oldest birthday. Oh, your oldest birthday. Well, happy birthday to your oldest. My oldest had her 24th birthday back on the 21st of April. And my youngest has her birthday in September 8th, which is really cool because I love my daughter's birthday because I'm a huge Star Trek fan. Does she see the Enterprise back there? And Star Trek was born on September. It's considered his birthday was September the 8th. So my daughter's birthday was born on that. Royson, okay, northeast. Right now looking a little wet. Still looking a little rainy for those days ahead, okay? So, but nothing severe. I'm not expecting anything severe, but there's a wet forecast straight through next week, the next 7 days. So we shall see here about the 10th. So I just plan on rain. That is looking a little damp right now. In fact, the trend I saw for this upcoming week on the 10th looked like the rain chances were going to spike. So we'll get a little closer to it. We'll see how it works. Right now, plan on rain. Plan on some rain there, Tasha. Sorry.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
That was up in Pennsylvania. Let's see what's going on up here. Oh, they trimmed away some of that box there. So these are not looking too bad. That was that when it was just updated. That's in northeastern Carbon County. You're very welcome, Tasha. Very, very welcome. Yeah, I gotta tomorrow what I need to work on is I need to get with my radio partners and that I'm doing weather for. And I need to get them to consider making my Facebook the hub. And I need them to start, be frank, paying me a little bit for my services a little bit. But for the purpose of using it for advertising. And then bring their logos into my stuff and try to pay for that a little bit better. Because I really, really want to get my Facebook page back up to where it was. I love to contact Facebook and ask when I'm going to get my other page back, but I would get standard speech read by some guy in India. Yeah, we're going to get some decent rains. It's just a question of how much. North Georgia doesn't look like it's going to get as much as South Georgia was looking. But I really think this week, depending on how that low tracks, we'll have to see where the heavier rains fall. I think it's going to be mostly South Georgia will see most of the heavier rains. North Georgia will get some, but not nearly as much as South. Now, my YouTube channel, my North Georgia First Alert YouTube channel, I've been doing a whole lot with that. I've been putting my daily forecast on it, but we've been adding some subscribers to that. That's added, I think, like 10 in the last couple of weeks. I'm kind of letting that one kind of do it naturally a little bit and see how that one progresses.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
And that one's starting to show some indications of growing a little bit. Let's trim that one back a little bit. Looks like the worst is over for Tyler. That's good. But Shreveport's in the crosshairs. Nacogdoches is in the crosshairs. Lumpkin, obviously, here. So the line continues to move to the east. Oh, there we go. That's why I was waiting on that warning. Here it comes. Down here on the southern part of that line. That's what I was waiting on. This one's got to be watched here. A possible tornado here.
New information.
This is for southeastern Burleson, and this goes until 3 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm was located near Lake Somerville State Park, and this is moving northeast at 40. Let me look at the velocity on this one real quick. Yeah, oh, that one's got to be watched. This one might go tornadic. That's showing a little spin in there. It doesn't look awfully strong, but right through there, that one might go tornadic. We have to watch that one closely. That one could go tornadic. What we got here? Another warning here. So we got, oh, there's new tornado warning here up in the north. All right, that's a small one. Wow. Talk about dedicated here. This is for southeastern Leon County. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was 8 miles southeast of Fort Bogey State Park, moving east at 45. Let me look at the velocity on that one. I wasn't looking up to the north. That's not showing very well.
Indicated tornado warning has been issued.
That's that warning there. This one down here to the south looks better to me. I mean, look at this one. See that? See the red and the green in here? That looks a whole lot better right near Birch. But this one's not a tornadic warning. Now this one up here to the north is, but can you see anything in here like that? No, I don't see that one very well at all. Unless it's being detected from another radar, which that's the closest one to it. So I'm not seeing that one. A TBS could have been triggered on that. But this one right down here, I think that one may go tornadic here shortly. It did say possible tornado, so. Again, these storms down here are moving into where that highest tornado threat parameter is running. So that's why the chasers are sitting down here. They're waiting to see what's going to happen with that squall line. They also know going into a squall line and chasing it kind of sucks. Not very fun. So they can see it, the wall cloud, maybe see something that's maybe forming. They can kind of get a better look.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We shall see what kind of rain we get across North Georgia, Edith. We'll see. I haven't looked at that stuff here in a while. Yeah, my Facebook page right now, which actually just passed this one finally. It's got, let's see here, where are we at? It's sitting at oh wow, place in New Mexico up in northern mountain got 20 inches of new snow last night. That's whew. They were kind of dry, so I'm glad to get some last minute snows out there at the west.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
So one of the things I got to do for Facebook is I've got to get it over 10,000 so they can release my stuff. I think that'll help for my professional status. You don't watch that stuff. I'm telling you, this one here on the end of that line. That looks awfully suspicious here. And it's still, it's weak though. It's right there. I think a lot of the parameters that I saw as far as the wind and stuff in here, EF1 for the most part, might be flirting with a 2, but I think EF0, EF1, I think is predominantly what we're going to see here today. See if we got any updates on the storm report so far today. Here, let's see here. Oh, that didn't update. Why are you down? That's not fun. Let's do a refresh on that real quick. There it is. Not sure why that dropped. Shouldn't have. So far, 27 reports so far today.
New information.
Nothing tornadic
This
just
severe
yet.
considerable destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
This one's got 11 minutes left. They're gonna do that. They're gonna take that one out a little bit further. I think they're gonna do. I think that one's gonna get extended here shortly. Yeah, this one's gonna get replaced, and we may see another one right in here very shortly. See this activity here from the south. See coming south, we've got the squall line here. Again, any interaction between the squall line and this activity out ahead of it, it's kind of like merging energies a little bit, and you can possibly see some additional wind shear when that happens too. These guys are just apart. No, he's still moving. Let's pull back out. What we got here? Looks like this might be to the north. Let's see. Yep. Up near New York. Let's go take a look. Pennsylvania. Eastern Pennsylvania. Near Scranton. We got 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's southern Lackawanna and northeastern Luzerne until 4:15. Severe thunderstorm was located near Stoddardville and moving north at 15. That's over near the Wilkes-Barre, just to the east of Wilkes-Barre. We used to have a radio station there for the Weather Channel we used to use there. Let's go back down here toward Texas. Watching that squall line. All right.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That's the one we just did. Just checking a couple things with me. Bear with me, guys. So I'm looking at some stuff from the SPC Storm Prediction Center. Yeah, not the best chase day, I would say, overall, but we'll see how this thing goes this afternoon. That's not looking bad. Okay, just double checking some stuff. Let's see the stuff up here in Arkansas. Now, this stuff up here to the north, this stuff looks pretty stable. I've mentioned this a lot of times. Obviously, when you look at a radar, you're looking at the nature of the radar representation. When it looks all fuzzy and pixelated, that's kind of a stable air mass. When you get a sharp edges in here, that shows the convective nature of the radar. So whenever I see it turning fuzzy like that means I'm not worried about the severe weather up there. But where I see sharp lines like this here, like through long view, this looks very sharp with the color contours in here, like through long view. That's why we got that warning right here. Probably going to see a warning come out here from Marshall real soon. You see it kind of updating here. So some pretty good rain's going through Longview, Texas right now. And very sharp wall cloud here going down to the south, down to Rusk and Crockett. And I still don't know about that warning right there. You know, they got one issued. You gotta watch this activity. I'm telling you, all this activity here in that squall line. Although this stuff's not moving, it's moving at a good clip this way. So it's moving like from the southwest and the northeast at a pretty good clip. But it's making very slow progress going to the east, comparatively speaking. So its progression eastward is not as fast as the southwest to northeast movement. And that's important because I want to, if this stuff's going to interact with it, where is it going to interact? Where is it going to cross? There's that new warning. This is the one I was waiting on here. Switch back over to Shreveport, Louisiana radar here. That was looking very impressive here. 70-mile-per-hour winds, 0.088 inches of hail there. So we're talking southwestern Panola, southern Rusk, Nacogdoches, northwestern Shelby, northwestern Angelina, southeastern Cherokee. This goes until 3:30. Severe thunderstorm is located along the line extending from 8 miles south of Turnertown, and this is moving east at 45. So very strong winds in here. Let me look at the velocity on this, see what those winds look like here. Yeah, they're running pretty good. And yeah, see 80-mile-per-hour winds, 80-mile-per-hour winds, 67. A little bit weaker down here to the south, but some pretty good cluster of winds right in there. I think for the most part along that line, you're going to get winds close to 70 miles per hour. That's the considerable threat being pretty high. Pretty sharp wall cloud. Very nice. Yeah, I'm shocked with all new warnings in here. Very shocked. I don't know how long that's going to last. Don't know how long that's going to last. All right, let's see here. Let's take a look. Let's see that one. Look at the tail of that line again. Look at the tail end. Still seeing that green and red in there. It's weak, but it's still looks like it's got some rotation in there. Not strong, but it's got a little rotation in there.
New information.
This
tornado
one
warning
is
has been
probably New
updated.
York. Nope. Oh, actually. Oh, wow. This is actually New Mexico. Oh, wow. What's there?
New information.
Oh, there
This
it is.
severe
Okay, I
thunderstorm
couldn't see it from the other
warning has been
radar. Where
updated.
was it? Roswell. Okay, we got a severe thunderstorm warning where the aliens are. Central Chavez
information.
County goes
This
until
severe
2:30.
thunderstorm warning
Severe
has
thunderstorm
been
was
updated.
located 12 miles west of Roswell, New Mexico, moving east at 20.
A new considerable destructive thunderstorm.
That's got a
warning
nice little
has been
hailer on
issued.
that one. Wasn't expecting that. Bye bye, baby. Let's see, is he moving there too?
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Oh, there we go. College Station up to the north there. Let's go zoom in on that one. It's right on that line. They kind of waited a while on that one. East Central Burleson and Central Brazos goes until 3 o'clock. Severe thunderstorms located southwest over Southwest College Station, moving northeast at 40. That probably should have been called a little bit sooner, I think. Let me look at the. Let's see what the hail's in
A
here
new
look like.
severe thunderstorm
Oh
warning
yeah, look at
has
that
been
one.
issued.
Nice hailer in there too on that one, going through College Station. Here's a new warning. Where's that warning at? And northeast. Where are we at? Oh, yep, northeast. Let's go up here. That's got some hail in there too. So this one is for Central Monroe and northeastern Northampton in Pennsylvania. This goes till 4:30. Storm's moving north at 25. So we got some good stuff up there. And I heard one more. Where's the other one at? I don't see it. That one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're filling in that line. About damn gum time, guys. Yeah, there we go. This is possible tornado, obviously, with that one since it had rotation. This is west central Trinity, southwestern Houston, northeastern Madison. Goes till 3:30. Storm is located 7 miles southwest of Ostonio, moving east at 60. I don't know, but east, maybe more like, I don't see it moving east that fast. It's moving, the southwest northeast is moving that
A new
fast.
severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah, we just did that one. Yeah, still think they need another one right here, but we'll see.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah, not the best sky conditions to see right there. We shall see. One thing I've also heard here recently, dealing with as far as the on-air coverage, storm chasers are starting to get a little more overloaded out there. Not the primary ones like we use here with Radar Omega and stuff like that, but just the sheer number starting to pop up there out there in the and some of these guys aren't really trained either, which is kind of, we used to call those yahoos back in the day. But they're also getting a little saturated on that as well. And that kind of also influences the severe weather coverage. Man, I got a pretty good storm there over College Station. That one's got some very nice hail in there. Look at that big bullseye. Right over Bryan, College Station, Boonville, Sleepville. Probably get some 1/4 inch hail in there. Very nice. I mean, not nice for them, but you know what I meant. And you got a good hailer up here too. Yep. Just north of Midway, Cooper, Lovelady. You can always tell. You always watch where the hail's going up, where the lightning's going up. That'll always give you an indication of the storm strengthening or weakening. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, somebody just posted this. This was I don't know if you can see this. This is see all that in that picture right there? That's all golf ball size hail on a golf course in Texas. That's pretty funny. All right, I got another severe thunderstorm warning here. This is for northeastern Trinity, northeastern Houston, goes until 3:15. Severe thunderstorm was located along the line extending from near Forest to 7 miles west of Wells, moving east at 40.
Might be up where the warm front is. I don't know exactly where it is.
Right on top of them. That warning went away. That's good. No more tornado warnings out there right now. That one dropped off, but I still think we may see some. Again, you see that squall line. Got to watch that, man. See the stuff out of here, out ahead of it. See it warming. The warm front, I think, is coming through there. Where it crosses with that boundary, that you got to watch out for potential tornadoes here over the next couple hours. So I really think you got to watch that.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That's the one we just did. So that's the key there. Go to my wall again kind of see that real quick. Let me get that up again here for a second. Oh, a second. I put it over here. Duh. That would be nice. There we go. All right, so here we go. Here's your squall line. You got all this stuff here lined up from College Station. Get up near Nacogdoches. Storms are moving this way. You're seeing the stuff here starting to pop out ahead of it. You got a bit of a warm front boundary in here. So as this is pushing, like this cell, where this is coming in, are we going to get any kind of joining of forces, joining of energy here as these things kind of collide, and that's when you get the potential spin ups here. So you have to watch and see if that's going to occur. You see the storm chasers, a couple of them are out here. So they're seeing what I'm seeing. They're kind of watching here what the squall line's doing and what this activity here to the south is doing here over the next hour or so. So we shall see how that looks. Saw her new warning up to the north, up near Shreveport. All right, let's get up here, the northern part of that line. Let's go take a look here. So this is for Harrison County, northern Panola, northeastern Rusk, and southeastern Gregg. Goes until 3:45. Severe thunderstorm was located along the line extending from near Hallsville to Pine Hill, moving east at 35.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That's the new one we just got there, my friend. A lot of lightning in there too. Boy, this squall line is very impressive. Very nice. Very well stacked. A lot of lighting in there. Probably non-stop flashes. Good stuff in there. And of course, you see the radar cutting through. Ah, hate that. Not a fan. Gets a little closer to the state line. That'll look a little better, I think. That'll look a little better. Yeah, the algorithm knows I ain't caring today. It's not going to show me the love, and I don't care. Not even trying. We're just playing today. Playing and having fun. Let's see the Southwest line. Yeah, it's about as far south as it goes. Yeah. Now watch, see how this stuff interacts here. Multiple tornado warnings. Update how? Yeah, I'll have to figure out the whole ad stuff. I don't know how to do that crap. Freddie Mercury. Just checking some stuff here. Bear with me, guys. Ba-ba, baby. I don't know. We'll see. Let me go back over here. All right. It's so good when you can kind of look at the radar and you can see where the warning cuts off just by looking at the radar representation. Again, where the convection looks the worst. I think I got that line. I think they got lined up pretty well, actually. Longview to Shreveport down south. This stuff down here looks nasty. This got a nasty looking hailer in there. That looks pretty. Yep. Ooh, yeah, big bullseye right there. Yeah, I was seeing the lightning cluster was going up in that area, so it's like, yeah, that's got to have a pretty good hailer, and it does. It do. Seeing this activity coming in, see this stuff starts to merge in here. Gotta watch that. Joining forces. Not seeing a lot of wind energy down there, though. Woo! Yeah, Crockett about ready to take a direct hit. They're going to get hit pretty good. They got this big hailer right here coming in right in the city of Crockett. That's going to get a nice hail. Not very strong gusty winds and a lot of wind and rain with that one. Very intense. New warning.
New information. This severe thunderstorm.
Finally lining it up
has
to the
been
northern part of
updated.
this line. Wait for it. Wait for it. There's a new one right here. Just got to wait for it. I was kind of popping out ahead of it here a little bit. It's kind of interesting. You see where the lightning is all clustered, but in this area it's not that much. But this is moving this direction, so it'll fill in that way. There it is. There's our new warning out. This is for northwestern Grimes, central Brazos, and southwestern Madison. Goes until 3:30. Severe thunderstorm is located near College Station, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. And I think that was probably up in New York, if I had to bet. Upstate. Yep. Let's go to New York. I just guessed that right. That was good luck there. That's a nasty looking cell. That's not bad. This is for northwestern Broome, southern Corkland, and northwestern Tioga. Goes till 4:30. Severe thunderstorm was located over the greater Binghamton Airport, moving north at 35. So New York getting in on the action up there now. Now this whole area is under that severe thunderstorm watch right now. Got to admit that stuff fired a little bit sooner than I thought it was. The model data was kind of hitting more toward 4 or 5 o'clock, so it kind of came in a little bit later. I mean, a little earlier, I should say, not later. Duh.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And that's the one we just did.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you got most of the ones out. Ooh, my counter went down. Let me get my counter reset.
This
Hold
severe
on.
thunderstorm warning has
I just
been
noticed
updated.
my counter dropped off. Hold on. Let me fix that. Just got to do a refresh on it. Sometimes it got a little stuck. There we go. That's the warning. Ooh, that's interesting. First time that's gone down. Oh, there. No, come on. Not sure where that went down. I shouldn't have gone. There it goes. There you go. Just had to get it. 15 warnings. You got, yeah, 8 of those are in the main area. I was like, where did all my warnings go? Yep. I got like 3 up to the north. Most of them are down the south. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So it looks like I just saw they updated something here. Let me take a look at this real quick. Like I said, I think somebody was mentioning this earlier, and I said it would not shock me if they changed it, and I think they just did. On the day 3 outlook, I think they just changed it. Which means I got to put something on my other page later, but I'll worry about that later. So here is the, let's go back to the categorical here. All right, there's what we're tracking right now. Day 2 is that. They did change this a little bit, and I think day 3 now, yep, this just got changed. Yeah, so you guys were saying earlier about talking about that marginal risk. Now they got the whole doggone state of Georgia here on a marginal risk of severe weather that's going in towards it. That'd be Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. So I'll have to put an update on my Facebook page later on that. So this just got updated. So tomorrow is again along the coast. This was showing marginal. Now they've added that to a slight risk here. So this has been changed. And I'm gonna tell you, this season, boy, they've really gone out. They update these things all the doggone time, and there's no real set time either. But that's what we're looking at. So day 2 and 3 has just changed out for tomorrow and for Thursday. So I will have to put something out on that a little bit later. Let me see here. Let me see if it's updated over here yet. There's a site I use for. Let me take a look over here. See if this is updated. Yeah, I doubt it. That's usually pretty slow. Yeah, it's not there yet. It did not think so. New severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go back to radar Omega. It's not down here, so it must be up to the north again. Oh, tornado warning. Wow. There you go. Up there in Pennsylvania, got a tornado warning out here. That's a good radar to use here.
This flash
New
flood
York,
warning
no.
has been updated.
So we got a tornado warning up here now. Radar indicated this is
A
for
new
central
radar
Monroe
indicated
County
tornado
and
warning has
northeastern
been issued.
Northampton County and Pennsylvania. Goes till 4:30. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near over East Bangor, moving north at 20. So we're getting a tornado warning in a place that had less than a 2% chance for tornado, which, be honest with you, kind of shocked me a little bit, just for the simple fact that it is an upper low, and it is turning and twisting up there. I was kind of surprised there was at least 2% this morning when I was doing my update. But we got one there to the east, right coming into East Stroudsburg, north of Bangor. And it looks like wherever it was down here. Yeah, I think that's come up a little short north. So that little spin right there, just south of that box, just going into that one. So got to watch Pennsylvania. Got a little tornado action going on there. Looks like a weak one. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1 tornado warning up there. Then you got the main squall line back down here. Little thing going on there. All right, I'm going to go to the restroom real quick, guys. Stand by. I'll be right back.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Don't go away to the bathroom, man. Okay, on that note, went to the bathroom, my viewership just went to 0. All right, that's enough. Enough playing around for today. You guys take it easy. We'll do it again some other time when I'm not